The air in the valley of Oakhaven always carried a whisper of the mountains, a promise of ancient peace. Now, for Anya, a relentless ache. Her younger brother, Tashi, had vanished 5 years ago during their family's annual pilgrimage to the remote shrine of the Silent Peak. The official report cited a rogue blizzard, a tragic accident. But Anya knew, deep in her bones, it was more. Her parents, once vibrant, had faded into shadows, their lives consumed by grief. Her family bore a crushing weight, a silent accusation that Anya couldn't decipher. Everyone remember the innocent Tashi. Driven by this unspoken sorrow and an unyielding conviction that Tashi still existed, Anya, at 18, turned her back on the valley. Her journey took her higher, into the formidable embrace of the Himalayan range, to the fabled monastery of the Azure Summit, a place whispered about only by the oldest villagers, a sanctuary said to guard ancient secrets. Here, she found monk Rinzin. His presence was like the mountain itself, stoic, enduring, yet alive, with an almost imperceptible energy. His eyes held an ancient wisdom and an unsettling knowing. He welcomed Anya not with questions, but with a silent understanding, observing the young woman's coiled grief and desperate hope. Life at the monastery was an austere symphony of meditation, chores, and study. Rinzin immediately steered Anya towards the grand library, a vast chamber carved into the mountain's heart. Anya immersed herself, seeking answers, any thread that might lead her to her brother. Under Rinzin's subtle guidance, Anya delved into texts that spoke not just of history or philosophy, but of energies, unseen currents, and the delicate balance of the world. She discovered the concept of the diamond realm, a spiritual landscape intricately tied to the physical peaks. And within this, she began to unearth hints of a lineage, the children of Azure Summit, ancient protectors of the mountains. Simultaneously, Rinzin began her martial arts training. It was unlike anything Anya had ever imagined. Rinzin taught the breath of the mountain, a discipline rooted in internal energy, fluid movement, and an unbreakable connection to the natural world, while using sword and spear. This was the burden Anya's ancestry carried. Immense power, coupled with immense responsibility. One evening, while tracing the brittle lines of an ancient map depicting the spiritual lines of the mountains, Anya stumbled upon a fragmented prophecy, an old legend of the shadow serpent of the peaks, a mythical creature born of corrupted energy, capable of twisting minds and drawing souls into its desolate domain. Its awakening, the text warned, coincided with moments of profound imbalance, often triggered by the neglect of sacred duties. A cold dread settled in Anya's stomach. The shadow serpent, Tashi. The Silent Peak is where he got lost. She confronted Rinzin with her discovery. He revealed the truth. Anya's family was indeed part of the children of the Azure Summit. They were the very anchors of the Diamond Realm, responsible for maintaining its delicate balance. Anya's father, burdened by modern life and perhaps a deep-seated fear of the responsibilities, had neglected these duties. It was this spiritual imbalance that had created a fissure, allowing the spirit of the Shadow Serpent to manifest and claim Tashi, not as a victim, but as a potential pawn. He is not dead, Anya, Rinzin spoke, his voice low, but his essence is being slowly corrupted, drawn into the Shadow Serpent's insidious web. The longer he remains in its domain, the more he will become a part of it, a conduit for its darkness. Eventually, he will be unrecognizable, perhaps even a formidable adversary. The revelation struck Anya like a physical blow. Her brother, turning to the dark side, a race against time began. Her martial arts training intensified, fueled by a fierce, protective love and a newfound sense of urgency. Rinzin guided her through the library to truly understand the knowledge she needs to save her brother, to synthesize the spiritual teachings with the physical demands of the breath of the mountain. She learned of spiritual seals, ancient wardings, and the precise techniques to confront and neutralize corrupted energy without succumbing to it. The clock is ticking. Anya had to not only master her physical and spiritual strength, but also integrate the profound knowledge of her ancestry, the very responsibilities her father had neglected. Her purpose was clear: rescue Tashi from the Shadow Serpent's clutches, reclaim her family's legacy, and become the true protector of the mountains, ensuring the balance that had been disturbed. The journey to Tashi would not be just a physical climb, but a perilous descent into the spiritual heart of the mountain.